Hello folks, and welcome back to twitch.tv/gameswithnick. We're gonna pick it back up right where we left it off by getting our Black Mage Soul Crystal. Joanna, I've been waiting for you, in a way. Please, let me explain. Do you know the Marasaja Peep? There's a prison here in Ulda. In prison, a man will do most anything to keep his mind occupied. Of late, one inmate claims to hear the voice of Nalthal. No doubt he has lost his mind after serving 100 years of a life sentence. But he knew you by name, Joanna, and maintains the traitors demand you win the gem of Shatotto and exchange it for its release. A farce, no doubt, but make it nothing more than the maniacal ravings of a salt-crazed, sweaty-toothed madman. I fear the only way to be sure is to free him of the pit. The prisoner's name is Kukuruka Tataruka, and as if his story were not proof enough of his lunacy, he also styles himself a black mage. But such magic was lost to Eorzea centuries ago. Who does this senile charlatan think he will fool with such rubbish? Nevertheless, he has invoked the name of Nalthal, and so the Order feels it unwise to ignore his words. Though I'm still no believer you have come, as he said you would. So let's get to the bottom of it, shall we? Then maybe you're an agent of fate, or perhaps you're merely a crooked old man's accomplice. In either case, I ask that you travel to Highbridge and Easter Thunderlot. Seek out the planar fissure, a rift between this world and the next. Kill whatever beasts may lurk there and water the earth with their blood. According to a revealed mummer, doing so will give rise to the gem of Shatotto. The gem is no more than a pretty stone-off mention in bedtime stories and tales of fairies. We shall see if it truly exists. I shall await your findings here. Return to me when the deed is done. So if you missed the first part of the stream today live, or if you're watching this on YouTube, we are doing the second half of all the soul crystals and all the class to job upgrades. We have done Conjurer and Summoner were the first ones, and then last stream we got Ninja, we got Monk, and we got Warrior, and we finished the class quest for the Thaumaturges. So we still have Black Mage, Paladin, Dragoon, Bard, and White Mage to get. Besides Black Mage. So, busy day. I hope some of these are a little shorter, because most of the other stories I don't care that much about. Well, that is indeed a fissure. That was not there before, I think. I am a black mage right now, yes. Let me move out of my mana word. Are we done with the enemies? No. Because I need to understand why lightning is proccing at some point. I level Black Mage by going through dungeons, so I would gain like 3 to 4 level every time I finished a dungeon. Nope. Nope. So if I go into traits... Oh, Thundercloud. Oh, interesting. Okay, gain a 10% chance to get the next Thunder for free by having a Thunder active. Fascinating. Fascinating. Thaumaturge, hear me. Oh boy, an Amalcha? Put up your weapon, friend. Kazakh Cha means you no harm. So you are the one of whom Kukuruka's prophecy speaks. By your hand was the blood of these creatures spilt upon this earth in vain, was it not? Yeah, that was me. Then you have earned this gem of Shatoto. Take it. You will know what to do with it when the time comes. Okay. With this, my part is done. Farewell for now. Alright, let's go back to the guild. Oh, and actually, excuse me, I need to make a quick call. Alright, we're back. Well, you certainly smell as though you've been off spilling blood. But it will take more than a waft of foulness to convince me our niche on divine will. I think yours was an eventful journey. Yeah, they gave me this crystal. Here, catch. It is exactly described in Tales. Could it be true? The gem of Shatoto? Well, it'd be good. I can feel the magic pulsing within it. Tales tell that only souls blessed by the grace of Nalthal are entrusted with the keeping of the gem. This is beyond mere coincidence. I must investigate further. And you must assist me, Joanna. It does not involve you as much as any other. Still, I cannot shake my inner skeptic. If Kukuruka somehow made contact with the outside world, he may be manipulating adventurers such as yourself for ends yet unknown to us. I will call an emergency council of the Order. Please wait here. Oh. That will not be necessary. Actually, do I want that voice? No, one more thing. Kukuruka? What are you doing here? How have you escaped the pit? Watch your tongue, you insolent fool! The master has passed a century in meditation, communing with Naotal. You will address him with the proper respect. The jailers of the Marsaja pit are very different from the heretics of your order. Suffice to say, they have the wisdom enough to listen. Must I remind you again? The will I speak is that of Nalthal himself. The true criminal is he who ignores the words of a god. The word Kuruka, the tall southern spirit has acclaimed our voice. This mummer's farce will bring disaster to us all. The cause of the disaster to come will be no words of mine. Of that be sure. Nalthal spoke unto me. By his own declaration, the seal on the Void Gate will be broken. Once thrown open, it can be closed once more by none but she who bears the gem of Shatoto. I speak of you, Joanna Gwyn. The gem you hold is the mark of a mage of the black. With it in your hand, you must now set forth to gather the keys needed to seal the Void Gate. Wait, you can't... I mean, you don't have the right to... I can't just let this happen. Silence, you hollow-pated prig! Those who do not listen shall not be heard. You take for yourself the title of thaumaturge, and so I will not suffer you to claim ignorance. You know as well as any of the existence of a netherworld wrath with shadowed monstrosity, the Void. As the power of the Void waxes, the barrier between it and our own world vanishes. Eventually, the barrier will falter, and the Void Gate will open. Once it has, only the black magic of Eld can reseal it. This is sacrilege! As one who now commands the forces of destruction, I bid you go forth, Black Mage. The gem of Shatato is our sigil, the mark of the Magi devoted to the true dark art. In it, you already possess the first key required to seal the Void Gate sealed. You have taken the black, But time is needed before the block takes you. Before it permeates mind and body and colors every fiber of your being dark as pitch. Oh, I missed what he just said. Oops. Something like we'll be back, probably. Do not fear the power to destroy. Master it, and we will destroy that which will destroy you. Where am I supposed to report? Oh. By the Weavers Guild? And the Miners Guild? Okay. Weird, but okay. Nope, this way. Oh. It's just waiting. They're just waiting here. Master is meditating in his chambers. For Nalthal always speaks, and Master must listen. He has entrusted me with guiding you on your own path. But you must walk alone yet. Come back again when the black has grown stronger within you. Alright. BLM. Learned mana font. And then I don't know why I used the mouse there. Alright, Phew! Whew, sorry. Fix this all again. Transpose here. Shadow. Blizzard 2, Thunder 2, Fire 2. Swift Cast, Sleep, Scathe. This mana font duo or just restores 30% MP. Okay. Oh, mana ward, we're gonna put here, and mana font, we're gonna put here, yes. Or maybe, you know what, I'll put that on this side, and this is all the mana stuff. Gradually restores, creates the barrier, fully restores. Actually, I'll move this here. Yeah, okay. Alright, that's gonna be it for Black Mage. Next up, since we are in Ul'dah, might as well do the Gladiator, I guess. Because the other guys are all in, I think I'm gonna check, right? Lancer is definitely in Gridania. Archer is in Gridania. Conjurer is in Gridania, yep. Okay. Gladiator. Alright. What's up, Mila? Damn it all to the 7th hell. This is madness. It's Aldous. He's been arrested by the Brass Blades. They claim he was plotting to assassinate the Sultana. This is utter nonsense. He has no motive to do so. Whatever I've said about the man, he would never resort to using poison. The Alakran must be behind this. They have failed to kill him time and again, and now they're reaching out to their monetarist allies. I didn't want to believe Wyman when he said they had such influence, but... Wait, that's it! If anyone can help us unravel this plot, it's Wymond. He has a reputation for doing things he shouldn't, after all. Find Wymond, see what he can tell us. Alice is many things, but he is not a murderer. And where are you? You are right by the Etherite Plaza. Convenient. I think I've used on this before, but I wonder if they'll ever do more jobs that are tied to the same class, like Summoner and Scholar. I was wondering when you might come along, Joanna. Frankly, I'm surprised all this went so quietly. Got to know there's no walking away from this. What happened between Aldous and Leavold 7 years ago? You really don't know, do you? Let's start at the beginning, then. Aldous is something of an enigma. He and Leavold were two of the greatest gladiators ever to grace the Bloodsands, but he threw all that Hartford glory away for a few gil more. See, the average old dun loves a good Colosseum fight, and what better way to make a gladiatorial spectacle more entertaining than wagering on the outcome? When he got out that Aldous was orchestrating a match-fixing scheme of mental proportions, well, he had imagined the shock and anger that people felt. He was expelled from the Colosseum, and his wins were stricken from the record. Your guildmaster, Mela, got the worst of it, though. Not only was her friend exposed as a fraud, but around the same time, her father fell ill and passed away. There were some oddities surrounding his death, too. It was rumored he took his own life out of shame for his regressed pupil, or that he might have even been murdered by the man. This is conjecture, but it made Aldous look that much worse. In the end, Mela lost two of the most important men in her life, and was forced to take charge of the guild alone. And Leavold? He tried to go it solo on the Bloodsands, but it wasn't the same. Without Aldous, his career was finished. Now you know the nature of the man you so desperately want to save. But judging from the look in your eyes, I gather you still have your reservations. Fine then, though you can blame me for doubting a man found in possession of Rhalgr's bile. This is a vile poison, rare and expensive too. Only the Corpse Brigade knows how to make it, I hear. Gods only know when they give it to Aldous. Come into their headquarters at the Sepulchre in Southern Tantalon and ask him directly, I reckon. An aversion to direct confrontation, personally, but you don't, do you? By the by, should you save the poor bastard's life, tell him we're even, and that I hope it was all worth it. Oh, I know exactly where that is. Alright, let's go to the Sepulchre. I think we have to approach it from... Small Mountains. From this entrance. It's crazy how rich and lore this game is. All things considered. If you're catching up on Twitch, this might be the last time I'll stream 14 for a few weeks, I think. I'll be gone for a few days for Easter, and Resident Evil 4 is coming out and I kind of want to play through that on my own. So that might take over my desire to do some streaming. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip them. I don't care, I'm already level 31 with Gladiator. Alright, we're here. We need to get that. I just don't want to waste the time having to fight all of them. Got a bill of sale. Gee, I wonder why the Alacrin are here. I don't know if I like or not that are having me go through actual mob-infested areas for this quest. Whee! Alright, let's go back to old, show the evidence to Mela. I'm sure we'll get an instance fight, but... Where have you been, Joanna? House has been given over into custody to this aquarium. To mean to execute him. We gotta do something. I got you, girl. This poison, is it... It proved to be a Alacrin purchased it from the Corpse Brigade. Thanks to gods, you've done it! Quickly, we must show this to the official presiding over his execution at Highbridge. Go! Now! Oh. Wow. That's pretty fucking far, man. Man, we were just here. Had I known. The fact that I dealt with it like one class at a time made it make more sense. Also probably made it a little bit longer because we are, I guess we're on the opposite side, but... Or on the bridge itself? No. On the opposite side down. Sakura must sentence you to death for your crimes against the Sultanate. Have you any last... Huh? Who are you? What do you want? Let's go, baby! These are bold accusations you make, adventurer. However, the Aquarium has found the prisoner guilty in the eyes of the gods and men, and he will be executed forthwith. Don't waste your breath, Joanna. House has always yielded to wealth above else, and Lee will spend a fortune to secure my sentence. Silence, criminal! On you! What are you waiting for? Do it! Where's that? Aldous! Just couldn't stay away, could you? Well, at least you don't have to steal the Headsman axe. The gods are to have blood to stay. I'm afraid it won't be mine. Since you dare so to vow, perhaps you'd be willing to offer yourselves in exchange? Mercy! And here they come. Interfering with the law is a heinous crime. In fact, I believe it is punishable by death. I had a feeling the spectacle would draw you here. I should have dealt with you myself from the start. Come, let's dance, brother. Liquid! Wrong game. So it's to be a rematch? Very well, I accept. Mel and the others need you, Joanna. Leave him to me. Yeah, I'm getting on the bridge, Aldous. There's just garbage I gotta kill before I get there. Wait, are they done? Where are they coming from? Oh, excuse me, you. I believe you're a healer, and you should fuck off. These are a bunch of pugilists, easy to take down. Oh, are there more healers? Alright, the mage is dead. Ding dong, the mage is dead. Alright, we done? Yeah, we done. Aldous! Aldous! You almost had me, Leold. Stay back. I won't have your pity. Just had to have it all, didn't you? Just one victory. Just one bloody match. But your precious ego couldn't accept that. You ruined everything. Tell me, Aldous, how does it feel to lose your name, your legacy, everything you ever loved? He's not property, y'all. I want to know how much you suffered. Let go, Leold. It's over. Oh, is he gonna throw himself? Oh yeah, he's gonna throw himself. Like hell it is. I swear you will never know peace. Not in this life. Or the next. Leold, no! Damn. You know damn well neither of us will see Thal's realm. Let's go. Our comrades are waiting. Go back to the Gladiators Guild, I guess. I'm glad you weren't there, Joanna. Without you, I doubt we could have defeated the Alacron. Have you ever considered Coliseum? You make a wonderful attraction. Of course, you need a little title that fits your prowess. Now it's all over, you'll be staying, won't you? Now, Leovold may be dead, but the Alacron are far from finished. I'd rather not linger and give them a chance to regroup and seek revenge. It's a true tragedy that I cannot enjoy the company of Ulda's lovely ladies any longer, but I have faith that equally radiant beauties await me in distant lands. Aldous, not a word, my dear. It's bad enough the First Sword has permitted the disgraced gladiator to fraternize with her subordinates. Can you imagine the scandal if she became personally involved with the man? Nevertheless, I understand how you feel, Milla. I'm known to have this effect on the fairer sex. I should have left the headsman have his way with you. That way you might learn something of humility. Ah, but how am I supposed to remember the lesson without a head? Father would be proud of you, Milla. Don't ever change. Ah, yes. There's one thing I wanted to say to you before I go, Joanna. 7 years ago, before my last match on the Blood Saints, I was given an offer. Sultan's ransom in exchange for a loss. Leovold begged and pleaded, but I just couldn't do it. Had honor, pride, or whatever you like, I made my choice. In spite of all that came of it, to this day I have no regrets. It's a simple thing to know what's right. Listen to the heart he is, and it will never lead you astray. Trust in your comrades, have faith in your skills, and you will triumph over any adversity. And with that, I bid y'all farewell. I'd better not have to wait 7 years to see that bastard again. There's still so much I want to... What is 7 halls that you're looking at? This is training hall. Why aren't you training right now? Do you think all it takes to stand on the bloodstone is a sword and a stupid grin? No, it takes years of hard work, an ocean of blood and sweat, and an unbreakable will. Every man and woman here has the potential to become a champion, but it is you, and you alone, who decides your destiny. So answer me now, gladiators. Will you follow in the footsteps of your brothers and sisters and inscribe your names in legend? Aye! Okay. Oh, yeah, Anyways, let's get this. Right. Job. Oh, there you are, Joanna. Perfect timing. I've just heard a juicy bit of gossip that I know you're going to be interested in. Apparently, and remember, you heard this first from me, the Sultan's or an elite are sharing the secret skills and training of paladins. Incredible, I know. The Sultan's Horn have an exclusive monopoly on the instruction of paladin skills. Once upon a time, if you weren't one of those officer track elites, then you had no chance to learn the arts. And competition to get to the top was very fierce indeed, let me tell you. But anyone who had joined had to swear an oath of fealty to the Olden Sultanate, which meant no more adventuring, no more daring do, and no more Colosseum. Just languishing about in the palace all day polishing plate mail. That's why this news is so big. Now, anyone with a bit of commitment can learn the skills of a paladin, and no memorizing the 55 commandments of the Sworn or any nonsense either. This is golden, no, a platinum opportunity that comes with once in a lucky adventurer's lifetime. Let this slip through your fingers and regret will be your just desserts. You need to go to the Royal Promenade in the hustling strips. Find the captain of the Sultan's Sword Elite, Genlins is his name, and tell him how you're just dying to become paladin. Alright. Yes, I am Genlins, member of the Sultan's Sword Elite and servant to the Olden Sultanate. Unless my instincts deceive me, you have come to inquire about training as a paladin. If so, I would have your name, good woman. Joanna, a fine name. I bid you welcome and salute your noble resolve. But if you aspire to paladinhood, you should understand what it means. A paladin swears allegiance to the Sultanate. A paladin shall be the sword and shield of the Sultanate. A paladin defends the people of the realm. Sellswords and gladiators and others of their ilk wield their blades for themselves. The paladin serves the greater good. Do you understand me? Spell arts that the paladin learns have been held secret, nurtured, and perfected within the ranks of the Sultan's Sword Elite for nigh on these 600 years. Of all those sworn to protect the Sultanate, the soldiers, the mounted guards, and the knights, we are the elite of the elite. Our conviction unwavering, our hearts true, our sword skills without peer. But the glory of the Sultan's Horn, well, much of it is buried in the past now. Our brotherhood grows smaller by the year, we are a shadow of what we once were, and the Sultana turns to sellswords to defend her palace. All this because of one traitor. No, because of a blot of dishonor left by one who shall not be named. And because of him, we have been forced to seek the help of able-bodied adventurers. And here you are. We shall instruct you in the paladin military arts. We will not be inducted into the Sultan's Horn, but serve as a free paladin. However, first you will show us what both your sword and your heart have metal, and you're worthy of the honor. In the ruins to the south of Little Alamigo, you'll find an errant brazier. Light it, and the undead nearby will be drawn to the flame. Slay these monsters and give their hearts to the fire. Return and present me their ashes as a proof of your deed. Now, would-be paladin, show me the metal in your heart and steel in your blade. Maybe I gave him a little bit too much of a deep voice. I think it would have been more of a, now, paladin, go show me. Yeah. Now maybe I will switch to that. I went haughty at the beginning, but then it kind of went into more lower register. Oh, do I have to kill these mages? Yeah, of course I do. Jesus, why am I not? Oh, because this guy's the. Oh, fuck. Nope. Yeah, these are not normal enemies. These are sort of elite enemies of sorts. Oh, come here, Quay. Quay? Quay? Oh shit, and then I'm running into these jerks. Oh, he's so dead. No. Just in time. I was like, why am I not doing any damage? It's because these jerks, they have the weird, like, you know, different symbol that means they are actually elite monsters. There we go. If you are in this place, searching for the undead, then you must be a petitioner seeking the secrets of the Paladin arts. But make no mistake, simple learning Paladin swordplay does not make you a Paladin, nor does the armor you wear or the status you claim. I am just another aging free Paladin, but you would do well to heed my counsel. Strike out the shackles that bind your spirit, lift the visor that blinds, and find the true path of the Paladin. Here, you will be returned to the captain, yes? And give him this crystal. The way you use that sword reminds me of a man I used to know. Mine eyes may be old, but I can see the truth well enough. Be a paladin strong and true. Devote yourself to the way and become a beacon of light. Alright, back to Ul'dah. Yes, Chamber of Rule. Against the undead monsters who infest the ruins south of Little Omega and Sartanala. Defeat them and return with proof of your deed. Yes, that's what I need. Proof that you have defeated the undead. You have shown that your heart is true and your sword is metal. I have no doubt that you will prove to be an attentive pupil. That is well, for there is so much to learn. First and foremost is this. You are a paladin now, a custodian of traditions ancient and noble. The free paladin has no master. Instead, she travels all lands, and in every place takes up the cause of the unarmed and defenseless. You swear fealty, not to a lord, but to yourself. Your nobility amongst adventurers. You've taken your first steps on a new path, and you have earned the right to bear this, the soul of the paladin. Upon its surface are carved deeds and paladins of eras past. She who bears it commands the respect of all knights of honor. Bahamut's fame, you already possess a crystal? And you say it was given to you by an unknown free paladin who told you to hand it to me? Where's the crystal of which you speak? I demand you show it to me at once! It's this one. Curse him! He has made a mockery of the trial. Crystal he bears is indeed the soul of the paladin, but it is disgraced, impure. It was stolen from the Sultan's sword. The man who gave you the soul is the very traitor whom I have been seeking these many moons. He is an oath breaker who bent the knee to the Alden Sultanate, and who swore allegiance to the Sultan's sword, but then single-handedly sullied their name and trampled it underfoot until it was lost, perhaps forever. How dare he give counsel on honor on the paladin way? The soul is polluted, and I must dispose of it. When you come to wield your sword as a paladin, the only soul you may wear is that which is bestowed by a captain of the Sultan's sword. The traitor has no Sultan's sword, still lost a captain. By giving you a soul, he insulted not only the Brotherhood, but you too. Perhaps an adventurer like yourself finds a rule nothing more than a nuisance. But through reigns long and short, our forebears in Sultansworn have preserved its rituals and traditions, and we are duty-bound to uphold them, even if men and women within our ranks scorn them as relics. It has been my fate to be named captain of the Sultansworn in these troubled times, so I did not ask for this honor, and I bent my knee to the Sultan in sworn fealty, and I will fight to restore our honor and name. You wield a skilled blade, and more importantly, you have met the traitor face to face. Your great task as a paladin will be to help me bring him to justice. You must ready yourself, marshal your resources, and hone your skills until the time comes when you're able to discharge your duty. The journey will be long, but you're a paladin now, and honor bands you surely as an oath. Spirits within. Alright. Equip soul. Get the gear. Change my stupid thing. Nope, this is Shield Lob. But Shield Bash here, I want Total Eclipse here. Let's find where it is. Oh, yeah, what is this? This is Interject, right? Yeah, you go. It's interesting that we have... Oh, I guess this is just a stun and this is an interrupt. Different. Last blade combos into Riot Blade. This is fight or flight. Yes, okay. Spirits Within is just an attack? What happens to it? It's gotta upgrade to something. I don't remember Spirits Within. So, we're gonna put it on this side for now. We're gonna make sure to put Rage of Halone over here. I believe those are all of our things. Alright, switching to... Okay, we have Lancer, we have Conjurer, and we have Archer. Let's do Archer first, I think. Redania. Only 3 left. Gonna take between an hour and a half and 2 hours, I wager. Right. Archer's good. Thank the gods you've calmed, Joanna. Perhaps you can talk some sense into this stubborn fool. Calm yourself, so there. At least let us petition the Order of the Twin Adder for... There is no time, Lucien. Power will be long gone before their forces have even assembled. Alone, I can move more swiftly, take these poachers by surprise, and force them to divulge their location. We understand how you feel, Sylvain, but this is too reckless. At least permit Joanna and me to accompany you. You? To adventure into Sedge? You cannot understand. So there! But I do understand. I know what it means to take pride in your home, to want more than anything to protect it, and to be consumed by guilt when you cannot. I see what you're going through, Sylvain, and I understand. This guilt taught me to open my eyes and see clearly. I beg you, Sylvain, open yours. You have friends here ready to fight. You have us. I have never considered you, my friends. Do not follow me. Dick being dick. Well, his lying certainly hasn't improved. He honestly thinks he's doing us a favor by forbidding us from getting involved. He's an even bigger fool than I imagined. Calm Joanna to the staff shroud. Short and sweet. Alright. Straight into the duty 2. I love it. Well, this is unfortunate. So there. Wait, Joanna? I told you not to follow me. I neither need nor want. Don't take me for a fool. You cannot conceal the truth from this archer's eye. Joanna, the others are almost upon us. We must make her stand here and protect Sylvain. Alright. I mean, I don't think archers are known for making a stand, but... Okay, more. Oh, you piece of shit, you healed, didn't you? You garbage. More? Nope. Easy. I told you, I do not need or want your assistance. Quite why you have deluded yourself into thinking. You're the one who's deluded. Think you could deceive us when even a blind man can see that you cover your mouth every time you tell a lie. Observe with intent, overlooking not the smallest detail. Discerning your subject's unique characteristics and recognize patterns in their behavior. I learned these things from Lucien. And from you. And I'll be damned if I'm going to watch you get yourself killed. There's still so much I don't know about Gridanian and Wildwood archery. It's so much that I need you to teach me. Yeah. I suppose fixing your form is the least I can do. Why, you... Powerhouse gang is already on the move. We have but one chance to take action. Poachers throughout the Twelves would use blown whistles like this one to communicate. With that, I believe we can lure Pow out of hiding, assuming she has not moved on. That's why he came to Taker's Rock, for this gang's whistle. Joanna, if you're determined to help you, I have a task for you. Pow is last seen near Issamhar. To the east of the camp, through a hollow tree trunk, there's a clearing where two streams meet and the Yavsar want to congregate. We'll lay a trap there and you will be the bait. Do not fear, Joanna. As far as my honor as a redundant archer, that no harm will come to you. Yeah, I mean, you know, you're not the nicest fella, but I trust you. That is not conveniently located, but that's okay. I have a chocobo, after all. Most of the classes we get naturally fit onto the standard Final Fantasy classes. Bard is the only one I have never really heard of in terms of Final Fantasy lore, which is what Archer will evolve into. Right, here we are. Instance fight number 2. I am indeed the bait. Bollocks! I knew I should have trusted me gut. Some blokes just can't take a hint. Do hope you'll forgive my forwardness, ma'am. No, no, sir, 'tis most flattering. Won't you agree, sisters? Why don't we show our gallant Wildwood admirer and his mates just how much we appreciate their attention? I hope you like it rough, darling. Okay. Why did she heal so much that time? I don't know. Okay, are we done except for Pawa? Looks like it. Yeah, she has R3 Venom arrows on her. That's funny. Oh, is she gonna start doing AoEs? Is that what she's doing? Yep. Honestly, this fight's not great. It's not hard, it's just not great. There we go. We got her. Oh. Oh. Oh, so they're gonna take an arrow from me? I thought you only had eyes for me. Damn. Damn. Nice shot. I can't. I won't. Okay, let's, apparently we're not supposed to talk to them, so we're just gonna go straight back to Lucien. Alright. Wow, there's a lot of people around. I don't know why. I'm relieved to see you again, Joanna. Had the three of you not be united in purpose, Pawa Mujuk would still be free, and one or more of you would surely be dead. I am so proud of you, Joanna. Not only have you mastered her teachings, but you also have helped our guildmates regain the perspective they had lost. For showing such compassion to your peers, I wish to teach you a new technique. Windbite. With Windbite, you can bring the power of the very air around you to bear against your opponents. And it will suffer on long after you have knocked your next arrow. It will serve you well in battle, I'm certain. All archers walk the same path, Joanna, towards improvement and discovery. As long as you have the vision to see the path ahead, you will continue to mature and excel. Yet we all grow weary and lose direction in time. When this befalls you, I have no doubt but that you will find your way back to us. Trust in your eyes, Joanna, that will never lead you astray. Windbite. Damage over time for 45 seconds. Okay. Really, this looks to be the best. You know what? I didn't try to equip stuff. So let me actually get the jacket. I'm not even gonna bother putting Windbite back on, I think. Well met, Joanna. What do we have the time for banter, but we're all up in arms here. You know how to Rick solid dirigible has been spotted over the 12's wood, you see. Your appearance calls to my mind the Battle of the Griffin Crossing. Well, I say battle. Most are agreed that massacre would be right where we're at. Aye, the XL dealt us a crushing defeat that day. Around this time of year it was, more than 2 decades past. A humiliating episode in our history, to be sure, but heavens forbid that we ever forget it. Failure is the finest, if not the kindest, of teachers, and few things drive a woman better than its sting. But let's speak of cheerier matters. Mayhap you've already heard, but a renowned archer has recently returned to the Trollswood, the one they call the God's Bow. It's just a title, of course. His birth name is Yehantel, and he was once the God's Quiver. This man was a legend even then, and there was no honor greater than being taken under his tutelage. But that's not all there is to him, mind you. Johantel was also a skilled bard, one of the rare few capable of inspiring others to great feats through song. Upon learning that the god's bow has returned, dozens of us flocked to him in hopes of training under a legend, yours truly included. Alas, the meetings haven't unfolded quite as we had hoped. Johantel has refused to teach each and every suitor that has approached him thus far. Though it should be mentioned that the topics he is reluctant to instruct us in do not include poetry and song. He seems exceedingly keen to teach us all about them. Some few of us were tempted to take him up on the offer, save that we have a nation to defend. Far be it from my intent to belittle all those bards out there, but I like my chances rather better charging into battle with a quiver than a harp. And here we're hoping the transcendent Spencer at the bottom would be ours. By the sparkle in your eyes, which you have an interest in the soft-singing poetry and song. Come now, there is no call for shyness, and there is more to life than battle. If you would present yourself as a pupil to Johantel, I happen to know his whereabouts. I'm given to understand he made his camp somewhere west of Quarrymill in the South Shroud. Johantel is an agreeable sort of fellow and should be willing enough to meet with you. Should be told I'm still holding on to hope. If you could find a way into Johantel's confidence, mayhap he can yet be persuaded to train us. I wish you the best of luck, friend. Quarrymill. Alright, how far are you exactly? Okay, the upper paths. Oh yeah, it's in that shady little corner that we've been to a billion times, isn't it? The one that's above the actual path. Yeah. Another... He's supposed to be a bard, so I don't want to give him the Iron Man voice. So I'm gonna go for something that's a lot more soft and suave. Another guest. You're kind to pay me a visit, young one. Naught giveth elderly folk more pleasure than the company of the young. Add to that a steaming pot of tea and the beauty of the 12 wood, and we could want for a little more. But the curl of your lip tells me tea and scenery are not what you desire. You seek knowledge of archery, I take it? In which case, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. Joanna, was it? Yes, I'm Johantel. The one they call the God's Bow. That was in another life. I have long cast aside my bow, taking instead a harp to my breast. For years I have lived as a bard, going wherever the wind blows, exulting in the beauty of creation through song. To be sure, I still have the eyes to recognize a promising archer when I see one. And you, young one, have promise. Keep your nose to the grindstone, and one day you may count yourself a virtuoso of the bow. Yet know that virtuosity is worthless without virtue. Aye, the words of the ballad of the Vanglorious Fool tell us this much. You truly wish to remain and learn poetry and verse? Well, I must admit to being rather taken aback. And on certain days such as these, there are few indeed who would devote their time to song as opposed to more tangible endeavors. You intrigue me, young one. I find myself growing curious as to how the melodies of old might find expression through you. I do believe a certain friend of mine would be the self-same opinion. Aye, that would be as good a place as any for us to begin. Listen well, Joanna. There is a Moogle named Puknapoki who can often be found wandering in areas straight east of here. I would have you present yourself to him. Puknapoki is possessed of a discerning eye for talent. He sees potential in you. I should be well satisfied that you indeed have the makings of a bard. Heed me of puissant Althuk. Turn thee over the hourglass of time, that we might gaze upon the battles of yore. Alright. Let's go find this Moogle. Ignore me. Ignore me also. Kablah! How could this have happened? It's just so embarrassing. A blunder for the ages, Kupal. Hmm? You understand what I'm saying, don't you? That's rare talent, I'll allow, but you've caught me at a bad time, Kupal. Now, be a good adventurer and show yourself out. Jahantel sent you? You should have said so sooner, Kupal. You do know that Jahantel is an ordinary bard, yes? The song can solve your heart and strengthen your resolve. It can banish your fears and fill you with hope. And that's not even scratching the surface. Why, to hear him perform is like bathing in sunbeams, Kupal. I've asked, begged, and pled more times than I care to count for Jahantel to stay and sing in the forest. Only now he has deigned to set foot here again, but is refusing to sing for us. It's a blatant breach of promise, Kupal. But what's this? Why, your being resonates with a chord similar to Jahantel's, perhaps even identical, Kupal. By 12, this means that things may yet turn out as planned. Why, you may even have it in you to surpass your manner. That's saying a lot, Kupal. Regards. You're coming at me so excited, my predicament and I escaped my mind. There's a charm that I had meant to give to Jahantel, you see, but I was stolen as I napped, Kupal. I roused just in time to espy the thief and attempt to give chase. Alas, drowsiness robbed me of my balance and I was delayed by the street. Whilst I saw that overbold brigand, he, or possibly she, was scurrying toward Taker's Rock, Kupal. Now, I realize we've only just met, but would you mind recovering the charm and delivering to Jahantel in my stead? Sure, Kupal. Ah, okay, we kinda have to fight these guys. Remember, we are archers. Oh boy, this is... okay. Yeah, probably ought to swap these two, don't I? I'm also not sure why I put Bravos to go here. Leg raise is something that we should be using a lot more, to be honest, so... Oh, I'm still gonna aggro. Yep. Couldn't even finish my fucking sentence and the aggro started. Alright. Let's go back to Poke no Poke. Well, you guys respawn quickly. This is the charm, bud. Have your card with the charm. You did it, Kufo! Please, you must not deliver it to Jahantel. Tell him that Poke no Poke thinks he's a cunning rogue, but he's excited nonetheless. So excited, in fact, that he cannot help but sing. Koopa la 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 la. Pay me no mind. I am but a shadow. Don't need to go through that. Just just around it. Welcome back, Joanna. You have a charm and a message for me from Pugnapony, you say? A cunning rogue, am I? Ha ha ha. I suppose I must explain. Pugnapony and I go back a long way. To when first I took up the harp. I made a promise to him then, one that I've yet to make good on. Pugnapoke has long desired that I remain at Twelve's Wood to save for the rest of my days. Regrettably, I have been ill able to oblige him. Duty called, you see. I had battlefields to stand upon and commerce to protect. Moreover, an event came to pass that rendered my being in Twelve's Wood problematic. I thought that by taking eager souls such as you under my wing, mayhap it would suffice to appease Pugnapoke. Of course, I saw straight through my little ruse, but the Mughals lacking grace, they make amply for in wit. Creatures are great lovers of song, and to return with his charm is proof positive of his high regard for your potential as bard and archer both. The charm is a crystal known as the soul of the bard. Pugnapoke asked that you bring it to me, but he meant for you to have it. It is a gift from the Mughals, bestowed upon those who they deem worthy of walking the path of a true bard. The soul of the bard harbors memories of the past, verses and refrains sung by the bards of old. As you gain in worldly experience, more of these memories will find expression through your being, imbuing your song with powers untold. Now, it may surprise you to hear that bowmen and bards are next of kin. By the same token, master of song is dependent upon one's prowess as an archer. The sense in this will be lost upon you at first, but in time the realization will dawn that bow and harp are but string instruments played by the same hand. Go now, Joanna, and let your body and soul drink deep of the melodies of old. When next we meet, I hope to see a fully fledged bard standing before me, one who exceeds even Pugnapoke's wildest expectation. Oh, there's a quest to learn the action performed is available in the old amphitheater. Right, let's equip the Soul Crystal. Song Gauge unlocked. Okay, so we need to go into HUD. Get the Song Gauge, made it simple. Bring it like down here. And save. Close. And okay, now we need to reorganize all the shit. One bloodletter here, one quick knock here. Light graze I'm gonna keep there. This guy I'm gonna move on this side. Venomous Bite there is fine. Interrupt. Repelling shot can stay there. Peloton I'll put here. I'm only missing Wind Bite and Mage's Ballad. Alright. So back to New Gridania. Is perform an actual action? Perform. Check out the amphitheater. We still have Lancer and Conjurer. Have you come to listen to the silken strings of Simkin, traveling troubadour and master minstrel? No? You do, however, have the look of one who lives life on the road. And on the subject of wondrous wanderings and the musical expression thereof, I do mayhap have some small wisdom to offer. When suddenly find my heart stirred by some spectacle of nature or inspiring act of daring do, simply let the emotion of the moment flow through my fingers and into my heart. I found no sound to be as achingly beautiful as one born from the instant of genuine joy or wistful sadness. You need no special training or knowledge to give voice to the music of the heart, only willingness to play the score as it writes itself across your soul. What melody can be more precious? Performance. Whichever note. Oh. Wow. So let's pick the oboe. Fascinating. I can actually perform. I got a little, couple of people showing up. Cute. Alright, moving on. Let's do Conjurer first. Because I definitely need White Mage. Because I'm gonna level up White Mage basically entirely by running dungeons. Alright. God, I hate White Mage. Ah, Joanna, your presence here is most welcome. I found a task to which your maturing skills are well suited. Attend me closely. Expansive wounds that ooze corruption have formed throughout the forest. After examining the traces of the sensible disturbance you previously cleansed, I can only conclude that this phenomenon is the work of a malign agent. It must be found swiftly, lest the corruption spread, and I would have you assist in the investigation. Guildmaster, you must let me help! Sylphie? Since I got back from South Shroud, I've spent all my time studying the forces of nature. I haven't sat through one of Hero Nolan's lectures. Twel's Wood is crying out in pain. My skills are a bit lacking in some areas, but I want to do what I can for the forest. Lacking? Sylphie, you have yet to master a single offensive spell. Without the means to defend yourself, it would be far too dangerous to send you off in the forest alone. So I might stay here then? Not necessarily. Joanna, with your consent, I would have Sylphie accompany you once more. I do not propose this arrangement solely with her safety in mind. Given the nature of the investigation, it is like that Sylphie's innate talent for hearing will prove as useful to you as your conjuring will to her. There is much you might accomplish together. Sylphie, you're not to approach any sources of corruption without Joanna at your side. Do I make myself clear? And you should you chance to encounter the origin of these disturbances, do not initiate a confrontation. Too often you allow your curiosity to overwhelm your good sense. Now go, and may the elementals watch over you. Yes, good master. Something tells me we should start a quarry mill in the South Shroud. Meet me there as soon as you can, Joanna. And hurry, the corruption is spreading. What are you doing over here, Sylphie? We said in quarry mill. This is not quarry mill. Alright. Great, our 2 offensive spells. Let's use them, I guess. That was brilliant, Joanna. But it was only the start. The forest still groans in pain. I can hear it. I think it's coming from the north. No, the northeast. Let's go have a look. Ah, damn it. Stupid red bellies. Yup. Iroh, and then a bunch of stone. Exciting. Let me guess, let's move on somewhere else. You're really doing well, Joanna, but I think there's another one, and, well, it calls to me even more fervently than the last. It's to the east, I think. Yes, to the east. Come on, come on, come on. And my 2 spells. Exciting. Oh my god, so exciting, guys. It's great, guys. I love having 2 spells to use. Attack shit. Nice work. The earth here feels healed. And yet, there's another disturbance. And it's big. Really big. It's hard to describe, but it feels sort of wronger. I think about what's causing all of this. I know Brother Asumi said we weren't to confront it, but we can't just let it corrupt the rest of the forest. And however powerful it is, it can't be any more powerful than you. You're amazing. But what I meant to say is, I'm willing to risk close scolding if you are. It's not far from here, somewhere to the southeast, I think. Shall I at least have a closer look? I mean, no. But will you take no for an answer? Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. I don't think you need to be able to hear the voice of the forest to notice death, do you, Joanna? Oh, we have the same kind of code. Funny. The corruption is definitely coming from somewhere around here. That's odd. As soon as we arrived, the sense of wrongness I had suddenly felt less... Well, it just felt less. It's almost as if it's holding its breath. Or hiding. Do you see that? Just in that one spot, there. The air seems... wrong. Uh-oh. Ah! Okay, I got you, girl. It's a creepy dude, but it's just like a void center or some shit. Aquaman. Yeah, I need to blast this or it's gonna heal it or something. Yep. Yeah, that's fine, I had figured. Wasn't born yesterday. Oh, you. You know, if you could at least heal me, that would be nice, since I'm the only one actually attacking this thing. Oh. Oh boy. No, wrong side. Alright, that's been taken care of. Please let this be the last time I have to deal with ads in this fight. Because I hate having to fight with, Conjurer. I also think I just did not see the imps until it was a little too late. There was a moment there that I almost fucking died. Alright. Oh, but she was doing actually offensive spells. Let you figure something out. Ah. Isn't it amazing, Joanna? Did the breeze always feel this good? Was the ground always this warm? Hippie weirdo. I'm so glad I finally understand. I just wish I could tell my mother how incredible nature feels. Oh, you're injured. Here. Don't worry, healing doesn't drain me anymore. Not since I learned how to borrow from nature. And I have you to thank for that, Joanna. Let's return to the guild. We have to explain everything to Brother Asumi. I only realized at the end she had kind of finally gotten over her block. Nope. Wrong spot. Alright. Contractors Guild. Welcome back, Joanna, Sylphie. Our mission was a success, Guildmaster. Our mission was a success, Guildmaster. Right. I think the two of you conspired to defy my orders. Well, the force was suffering. We couldn't just walk away. It's not Joanna's fault. It's mine. It was all my idea. I take full responsibility. Calm yourself, child. You did nothing I did not foresee. I am of no mind to lecture you. Indeed, Gridania is indebted to you for your heroic deeds. The corruption born of Akuman had taken root in the calamity-weakened soil. There is no telling how much further it might have spread if you had not defeated the creature. And if I'm not mistaken, Sylphie, you succeeded in drawing upon the energies of nature during the battle. How did you? Yes, I did. I'm not really sure how it happened. I remember thinking how badly I wanted to help Joanna, and then suddenly I felt the power surging through me. That is as it should be. One does not simply choose to borrow from nature's strength. The mind make a man only that which the heart permits. In your desperation to help your friend, you open your heart to nature, and nature responded to your need. But we must not forget your part in this, Joanna. It is clear to me that your journey with Sylphie has brought you still closer to the pinnacle of our art. I believe you're ready for the last of my teachings. Thus it is with great pleasure that I pass on to you another of Guild's magic, the more potent form of the cure spell that is now yours to command. I have no doubt it will serve you well in your continuing endeavors. Wheresoever you go, nature will go with you, my friend. Ever shall the earth meet your footfall and the wind guide your path. Fucking hippies, man. You're too cool, I guess. Is it separate from regular cure? Yeah, okay. Joanna, I am glad you have come. I have a task of most urgent and confidential nature. I can think of none other to whom I can entrust it. You're doubtless familiar with the Seedseers, right? Kanye Senna, Elder Seedseer, leader of the Order of the Twin Adder and guardian of our fair nation, clearly needs an introduction, but know you also of her siblings. The two young Pajals, Sister Raya Senna and brother Arun Senna, make forever shade as we speak, where they will perform a ritual of great import. Verily, such import that it would be no overstatement to say that the very fate of Cordania hangs in the balance. As you well know, we dwell in this forest by the good grace of the elementals, eternal guardians of the Twelveswood, and most of all, the great one who dwells within the guardian tree. Yet our ceaseless warring and ill-treatment of the trees that shelter us have aroused the Great One's ire, and it is only by the quieting, the ritual which I spoke, that he may be placated. Thus did the two Seedseers set out for Evershade, with nary a guard to accompany them. Herein lies the rub, and the nature of the favor I ask of you. By no means would I question the power of the Seedseers, but with the Great One's anger mounting, the Twelveswood becomes a threatening domain for even the most puissant of conjurers. Pray hasten to Evershade and see that no harms befalls the two. Dude, I can't attack things. Like, you only train me how to heal people. I need more tools in my tool belt. It's got a new cane out of this whole business. How's Koi doing? Working on his rank 11. Okay. Oh boy, that's a big one, huh? Let's go. Persis, how can we hope to make it to the garden tree with these ghastly creatures bursting forth like rampant weeds? If I'd known what we were in for, I'd have brought along a wood whaler or two. In fact, I guess we should return and do exactly that.
Do not be such a coward, sister. We are seed seers. These overgrown vermin are no match for us.
Bold words, rather. But were they true words, we would have dispatched our enemies and arrived safe at our destination vals ago. A conjurer, are you? Brother Asumi, if ever the warrior. For once, however, his solicitude is most welcome. Might you help us dispose of these fell creatures?
Have you no pride, sister? The seed seer does not beg the aid of some common adventurer.
Enough, brother. We have a duty to perform, a duty that takes precedence over your silly notions of pride. Now, enough talk. Let us see to these pests.
You know, I could, like, swap to one of the DPS jobs.
That would be a lot more effective. No? No? You sure? You want me to stay, to keep doing that? Oh, I pray to God that White Mage gets at least one or two more offensive spells, because good God, this is garbage. Oh, I fell for silence. My bad. Right, and then I guess they can take care of themselves. Alright, the Bandamite is down. That's probably the hardest one to deal with. We done? Thank God. And this was the job that I chose for my very first character. Oh, such poor choice. It's like I wanted to be a healer in dungeons, and I did not realize that the Conjurer gets literally jack shit in terms of damage actions. That crystal! Do my eyes deceive me, or does the adventurer inherit the legacy of Atawakant? It was none other than Atawa himself who has performed the quieting. No, I do not believe this adventurer's arrival is mere coincidence. Bearer of the Soul Crystal, the inheritor of arcane knowledge long since forbidden to those not of our kind. I know not what it is that he chose, but I believe our great forefather has led you to us today. Ancient tradition dictates the quieting be performed by 3 Pajaks. Ah, but I misspeak. The ritual is to be performed by 3 White Mages. If Master Atoa truly has chosen this adventurer as his successor.
You speak madness, sister. Surely you have not forgotten that Pajali tradition strictly forbids sharing the teachings with those not of our kind. The power of white magic is far too great to risk falling into the wrong hands.
I got the crystal, dude. Oh, she has the older sister. It's gonna be my way or the highway face. And so you would uphold tradition merely for tradition's sake, even at the risk of incurring the Great One's wrath and bringing disaster upon our forest home?
Have you so little faith in your own abilities, sister? We are seed seers, more than capable of slaying any beast in our way and carrying out the ritual on our own.
This petty bickering is getting us nowhere. Adventurer, I'm sorry to trouble you with your silly squabbles. If you've the time, I would speak with you further. But not here. Come to Camp Tranquil, and come quickly. Time is of the essence. Alright. Nope, that's the leave meat. Alright, they're not in Camp Tranquil itself. They're a little further down. Remember the shit. You're gonna be in town like everybody else. No. Thank you for coming, adventurer. Forgive my brother's rudeness. I cannot help that he was born with a head of a solid stone. Anyways, I do not believe we have been properly introduced. I am Araya Ostena, a Pajal, as you can see, and sister of the elder seeds here. You're Joanna, yes? Brother Asumi has spoken of you, and most highly at that. As you no doubt have heard, my brother, Arun, and I were en route to the Guardian Tree. There, the Great One, by whose graces we dwell here, resides. The gentlest of guardians when at peace, a destructive force that knows no bounds when angered. As the Great One goes, so goes our fate. The creatures you helped us dispatch, deathless they too, were roused to hostility by the Great One in his anger. You need only look around you to see. The forest grows more and more threatening with each passing hour. So it is that we traveled here to quell the Great One's fury, to perform the quieting. In days of old, the ritual was, without fail, performed by 3 white mages. With our elder sister occupied with her many duties, my brother and I thought to attempt it on our own. Arun was quite confident, but I had my doubts. It was then that you arrived, and shortly thereafter became one of the chosen few to be gifted with the White Mage Soul Crystal. It is no small honor. That gem marks you as the inheritor of the magic of our ancestors. My brother's pride may blind him, but the signs are clear as day to me. We are not Pajali, but Atawakant, meant for you to be here today to perform the ritual with us. Atawakant is known to us all as one of the greatest mages in our history, but even more so, he was known for being something of an eccentric. In defiance of tradition, he bid farewell to his forest home, wandering the realm and healing the wounds of the land and its people wheresoever he went. It was admirable cause, yes, but alas, Atawa was never to return. He perished in a far-off land, and having taken no apprentices, his legendary powers were lost to us for eternity. Or so I believed, till I met you. And yet, for all his stubbornness, there is some truth to my brother's words. Ancient laws forbid us from sharing the teachings of white magic outside of our kind. There are reasons for this, which I would share with you when the time is right. There are many who would not approve of this arrangement. Still, I am convinced that it is Atawa's will that we bring you into the fold, and so I welcome you, Joanna of the White. I can feel the Great One's fury welling up even now. Time is short, and yet, while you may have been chosen by Atawa, I fear your journey as a white mage has just begun. Return to me when you have further honed your skills, and we shall proceed with your training. We're gonna get a reaction, but I don't think it's gonna be an attack. Just get this gut feeling. Presence of mind. Okay, we're now white mages. We have to do the usual bullshit. You go here, you go here. For 2. Goes to sleep. Presence of mind. Reduce spell cast time and recast time and auto attack delay. I guess I can put it on this side. Medica. Here. Here 2, Azuna. Raise goes on this side. Swift cast might as well go on this side. Ugh. 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 Okay. Last but not least, Lancer. Back to Gridania. For one last time. Man, I can't believe I got almost all of them at this point. So, the next ones will be able to unlock... are actually not the ones from the first expansion. So, Dark Knight, Astrologian, and Machinist are from Heavensward, but you need to be in Ishgard to unlock those. Dancer and Red Mage are level 50. Blue Mage is different, but I think... no, Dancer gotta be higher than 50. Dancer's gonna be 60. I think Samurai and Red Mage will unlock at level 50. Gunbreaker and Dancer at 60. And Sage and Reaper at 70. Yes, I believe that is the case. Okay. I think we're probably gonna make it to about level 60-ish by the time we finish the main game and are ready to start Heavensward. Lancers. Ah, Joanna, ever set for Sore Eyes. By your turn, I take it you're ready for the final trial. Very well, let us... Guildmaster Ewing! You're wounded. What has happened? We were attacked, sir, by a desperate Lancer. As we trained in the forest. He was impossibly strong. A demon. He kept screaming something about teaching us through courage. No, not him, not folks. We didn't know we were scored on the Central Shroud when it happened. I was able to get away with the others. You must help the others. Oh. Be strong, man. I'm sorry, Joanna. The trial must wait. Pray my case to the Central Shroud to help your comrades. And Joanna, should folks force your hand, do what must be done. I'll speed you on your way. Alright, Central Shroud. Fucking folks, man. Oh. Let me tell you, I chose to level up Lancer mostly by finishing the first 50 floors of Palace of the Dead, and that was a mistake. The queue times, especially for levels like 30 to 40 and 40 to 50, ooh boy. I think it's probably better when you start directly at 50, because that's where most people will start, but oh. I waited like 3 hours overall just to get to the level 41 to 50 Palace of the Dead one. Alright. Let's kick this dumb motherfucker's butt. Call it a day. Help! For the love of the 12, help me! Oh, Jesus. You know, man, true courage, just falling in to help a comrade. Still don't believe I have a, an AoE, do I? Cannot just be 4 Lindworms. This would be too easy. Oh, okay. Then there is another duty for sure. Oh, you're my life, friend. Another breath and I would become a worm fodder. The Duskwhite Lancer unleashed the fiends upon us, claiming it would temper our courage. You should have seen the look on his eye when he said it. Mad bastard. Huh? Where is he now? I think he headed off towards the Nordshroud, maybe in the direction of Falgor Float. Can't say for sure, I was concentrating on the scaleskin at the time. If it's reckoning you seek, you are like to be disappointed. Those of us who managed to outrun the worms already have a word to the whalers. I dare say the Duskwhite is being held at spear point as we speak, begging for his worthless life in a puddle of his own piss. So it's best to ride and all. Alright. So, where is he? Yep. I think, is he, I hate this area of the North Track because I can never tell what's up, what's down. Like, is that... I think that's below? Oh, and we've just aggroed something too. Yep, it's below. Okay. This seems like a small fall. Let's go, you jerk. What kept you? Helping your comrades, you say? Fool! You waste your pity on false friends. It is only a matter of time before they betray you. I, just like those wretches who saw me imprisoned and exiled. I was once an upright citizen of Gridania, and a man of the Lancers Guild. Yet life was not easy. For want of coin to obtain the various necessities, I conspired with my closest comrades to steal from the guild's coffers. The theft soon came to light, and though there were no suspects, it was clear that the deed had been perpetrated. You know, I can't do an accent for this guy. I want to do a French accent, I just can't do the French accent, so I'm just gonna read normally. It was clear that the deed had been perpetrated by someone within the ranks, and their suspicion hung heavy over the guild from that day forth until at last, unable to bear the guilt, I convinced my accomplices to join me in confessing. Only for them to bite their craven tongues after I had stepped forward and admitted my part in the crime. And so it was that I alone took the blame. Of course it was the Duskwhite, everyone said. Was there ever any doubt? It all made perfect sense. Despite my heartfelt pleas, my so-called friends denied any involvement. Instead he called me vulgar names I cared to not repeat. And he mentioned the shock and anguish I felt at their betrayal. Would that I had the strength to force the truth out of those traitors. Would that I had the courage to escape my dungeon cell, even if it meant taking some hapless guard's life. Driven by vengeance and no small amount of self-loathing, I resolved to forge my courage anew. I strode into the lairs of ravenous fiends while drenched in blood. I put their helpless offspring to the spear that I might face the unbridled fury of their kin. Dude, you're deranged. You're a straight-up deranged, man. For my efforts, I've acquired the ultimate courage. A courage forged amidst danger and tempered by rage. I fear nothing! I am the greatest Lancer that has ever lived! What a fucking moron. Oh yes, please, let me kick your butt. Please stop fucking whining. and being a little bitch. You know you're really telegraphing your moves, right? Yeah, I'm not coming in there. I'm not stupid. Oh no, I'm pretty sure I will get the better of you. So I'm not sure why you're getting people to help you. Oh yeah, no, you are absolutely without honor. And you're not gonna win either. This story is honestly kind of stupid. Like, he's honestly just a moron for the sake of being a moron, and it's like, I don't fucking care. Like, you know I can dodge these, right? Idiot. Impossible! But courage is absolute! Please fall down. No, come no closer! Please fall down. And die. Oh! What a fucking idiot. Well, RIP, I guess. It's like, there's no redemption even in this arc. He's just like, I'm an idiot, I don't believe in honor, I'm just exacting revenge upon people, and fuck you. I was like, oh, I mean, I guess. Suit yourself. Lancer. Yeah, I probably want to say, if I think about all of the storylines, like, the actual storyline was bland, but at least I cared about the characters. Yeah, this was by far the worst of class storyline. So Fuchs is no more. His was a tragic tale, and one that might have been so different. Had fate not dealt him such a cruel hand, it could have well commanded a place of honor within these halls. It avails us not to dwell upon what might have been. It is enough that you are still with us, Joanna. Lest you wonder about the final trial, there will be none. I've seen all I need to see. We affirm beyond a shadow of a doubt that yours is genuine courage. In recognition of this, I shall pass to you the secrets of Lance Charge, one of the most potent abilities in our arsenal. You're a Lancer in your own right now. There is not more I can teach you. From here onwards, it's up to you to seek out challenges, all as will make you grow. Like attracts like, I'm a stronger drawn to his strength. Just as I once knew for a certainty that I was destined to face the Lord of the Bramble Patch, so too you will find, or be found by, an adversary of equal worth. None can say what fate will bring, but armed with your courage, there is naught you can need fear. Keep close to your heart the lessons you have learned here, and go forth to blaze a new trail with spear in hand. Yeah. Oh, I guess I'll do the legs. I'm always doing the legs for some reason. I guess sometimes I do the legs, sometimes I do the feet. Alright. I dare say you might be just the right woman for the job. The guild is in urgent need of a capable lancer for a mission beyond our nation's border. Hear me out, if you will. I received word from an Ishgardian friend to the effect that he requires our aid. I would have you go and provide that aid. As you already know, due to ongoing conflict with the dragons, Ishgard has kept her gates closed to outsiders for some time. The occasional dragon on patrol duty is about all folks see these days. In spite of her self-imposed isolation, however, the Holy See has never failed to honor her obligation to her allies. It is only fitting that we answer the call and lend what assistance we can. To this end, we offer to dispatch contingents of wood whalers with all haste. We were politely informed they would not be welcome, much to our initial confusion. It was later explained that we are dealing with a matter of some sensitivity best handled by individuals who are capable and trustworthy, yet unbound by allegiance, and who fits the description, save adventurers. Secrecy being paramount, I can provide no details as to the nature of the task. All you need to know will be revealed at the rendezvous point. Should you accept the mission, take us up to the observatorium. A man by the name of Sir Alberic will receive you upon arrival. Oh shit, I gotta go to Curtis? I guess we're going to Curtis for it. Honestly, I was not expecting this, but I guess it is what it is. So we get Tales of War, which is the achievement for complete all the Civil of War quests available at level 30. Oh, wrong direction. Got some titles for it. That's cool. Man, I was not expecting to have to go to Kurthus already. Cool, cool, I guess. We should keep an eye out for the, Ixali Wall Talon. Because we actually have a ton of seals, I just can't spend them. Because they're not gonna let me level up my, allegiance until I finish the first level of the, hunting log. We're gonna spend a decent amount of time in this area in the future. Kinda crazy they're actually getting us come here already. Oh, I probably should go and get Camp Dragonhead Aetheryte too. Alright, so let's get the Chocobo Keep here. Thing is, we're very under-leveled for the monsters around here. They're probably like level 42 or some shit like that. Oh, I thought worse. Girl crap, only 35. Maybe we'll be here sooner than I expect. I thought this was very late in the main story quest, but maybe not. Arrow Croc. I don't want to go out of my way to find the Zexalis. You know, if we stumbled upon them, fine. If not, whatever. When do I get flying? was trying to figure out the, Nope, it's just those surmounts. Nope. Oh, it looks like it's only after you've beaten the MSQ. Yep, yep. As soon as we finish the 2.0 MSQ, then we'll get flying. Okay. Ah, you must be the adventurer of whom Ewain sent word. Greetings and well met. I am Sir Alberic Vale, Knight of Ishgard. The Holy See is much obliged to you for your aid. Time being of the essence, so I shall proceed straight to the heart of the matter. The eye, an Ishgardian relic of immeasurable worth, has been stolen, and we have reason to believe the culprit has come this way. So it is that we ask your assistance in its recovery. The thief has been identified as a man named Estinian, a dragoon sworn to service in the Holy See. Aye, you heard true. The crime was perpetrated by one of our own. An individual in a position of trust and no little honor. You may be assured that a fate worse than death awaits him upon capture. My duties to the sea afford me a little opportunity to travel far beyond the walls of Ishgard. I must confess to a grave ignorance of recent Gridanian affairs. I was sold by a sentry by the name of Loga Danro, might have knowledge of rogues off-taken by Ishgardian fugitives. I would prefer to keep my identity a secret, and thus would have you gather what information you can from the man. We must act quickly, for you see, Estinian is... I've already said too much. What matters is that we find our thief and the eye with all haste. When last sighted, Estinian was clad in black armor. Now go and speak not a word of what I told you to anyone. Estinian, actually, a main character. Gonna be one of our companions throughout the expansions, so interesting to see that he first pops up here. Ruth's favored by Ishgardian fugitives? That's a question I don't hear every day. You're implying some unsavory act yourself, are you? Even if you were, I doubt you'd make it far. Any road, we've got a few fleeing to North Shroud. What with Gridania being home to nearly as many elves as Ishgard, it is no easy task to identify outsiders. If you're on the hunt for someone, you could do worse than to visit Florentel's Spire in the North Shroud and speak with a man named Idristan. If any suspicious persons have crossed the border in recent days, you'd be the first to know. Cool. Oh, never mind. Well, I don't know. Is it faster? Yeah, it's probably faster to go this way. I was not expecting Estinian to be the one to teach us all about dragoons. That's cool. So while we wait, and sort of we make our way there, double check, yep. It's part of it is, you know, even just one level can make a difference. Part of it is that we keep getting gear by finishing these job quests. We done? Come on. Why is that Shroud Hair insisting? Go. We did. Bard, we just did, of course. That's fine. There we go. Switch to Lancer. Hail, adventurer. Yes, I am the one tasked with monitoring those who would enter our lands by way of Curtis. An Ishgardian knight clad in black armor? No, I recall nothing of the sort. Such a striking visitor would be difficult to forget. My apologies, friend. I can only suggest you return to Logadanro and see if he has any other theories. Cool. It's cool just stating as the guy. This quest is being a bit of a pain in the butt compared to the other ones. Hi, I'm back. I'm back. No luck, you say? Must curious. Why, it's not impossible that a fugitive could make it this far without being espied from Florentil's fire. Which leaves the possibility that your man is still in Ishgard. However, it's counter to good sense. Would a fugitive not want to put distance of grounds between him and his pursuers? But with the process of deduction, it is a possibility. The clans of Ishgards are not kind to drifters and vagabonds. That said, there has been talk of curious smoke wafting from the cave east of here at night. Where are you? I might begin my search there. Alright. Might as well. This way. Oof, I can really feel the 5-level difference, huh? Oh, nice. I was just looking for you. Oh, we literally just needed to kill one? Damn. Okay. At this point, I should look up where the last remaining XIVs are. Alright. Interacting. Yo, what's up, Estinian? At Ishgard, we resort to sending calling starved adventurers after me. I know not whether to laugh or feel insulted. The eye, it rouses for another. Fosterous. Our paths shall cross again, you can be sure of it. My job, Crystal. Excuse me. Excuse me. My job, Crystal. Mm-hmm. Dragoon clad in black, you say? Tell me all that transpired. I had a fury that the eye would choose another. I had not thought it possible. In a lot of recent events, it would seem an explanation is in order. The eye is no ordinary relic. It harbors the power of the dragon, which it bestows upon a single chosen soul, strongest and wisest dragoon. He who is chosen is possessed by the power to fight our mortal foes, the dragons of Dravania, on equal footing, soaring the firmaments as if it were an extension of the land. That man is known as the Azure Dragoon. The Azure Dragoon is the light of hope for all his guardians, and the paragon of all dragoons. For this reason, you may imagine how it pains me to have to confess that the man you encounter, the thief, is none other than the Azure Dragoon, and that I was once his teacher. Needless to say, I acknowledge myself accountable for Estinian's misdeeds, and mean to do all in my power to find him and recover the eye. But I cannot do this alone. I require your help, Joanna. You, who have received the power of the dragon. You may labor to believe it, but there can be no mistake. The soul of the dragoon I bear glows in your presence, irrefutable proof that you are chosen. What I can ill explain, however, is the why of it. Never before in Ishgard's long history has the eye roused to more than one individual in a single generation. It avails us not to cudgel our brains about it. The fact of the matter is you are now a vessel for the power of the dragon. The dragon lies yet in slumber, however, and you must needs possess the means to wake it. The soul of the dragoon. I would entrust you with mine, Joanna. Like Estinian, I once ruled the skies as the Azure Dragoon, although that power has since become lost to me. It was simply by force of habit that I have hitherto kept the soul upon my person. I have no inkling as to why the eye has seen fit to choose a second, and an outsider at that. And one thing is clear. None can challenge the Azure Dragoon and conceivably prevail save another Azure Dragoon. You are our only hope of bringing Estinian to justice and reclaiming the eye. Of course, I do not ask you to do this unaided. I may be your dragoon no more, but what knowledge I have, I shall gladly impart to you. For indeed, when the time comes that you must face the Azure Dragoon, not less than complete mastery over the power of the dragon will avail you. That a perilous road lies ahead of you, I shall not deny. Knowing this, if you would still lend me your lands, I will teach you to harness the power that has chosen you. Go forth, my young dragoon, and rouse the dragon within. I look forward to your return. Jump! Alright. Let's equip it. Recommended gear is already set. Let's fucking fix our stupid bar. Swear to God. You here, you down here, you up here, you down here, you over here. Ooh, we both got jump and elusive jump. Let me put jump over here for now. Elusive jump is like a way to get away. Oh shit, I have... Oh no, these are some of the more advanced things. Because I did the Palace of the Dead, they were already making available to me. I get it now. Faint, I think, is still missing. Yeah, elusive jump is a level 35 thing. Now we just got jump. Alright. This was a long-ass stream, especially when you combine 2 parts, it's basically 5 hours. But let us do one last thing before calling it. Okay, we need to go to 23, 28, so down there, okay. Yep, here they are. Oh, that's cool. That was actually a pretty fucking dope move. It makes more sense when somebody else is aggroing, of course, but... Okay, I just need one more. You will do. Alright. Back to Limsa. I like that, don't get any XP for the, Maelstrom hunting log, you just get seals. Apply for a promotion. We're now Storm Surgeon 3rd class. In the name of the Admiral, I hereby appoint you to the rank of Storm Surgeon 3rd class. By promotion, you are now eligible to undertake a wider range of company leaves. May you serve the best interests of Limsa Minsa till sea swallow all. When did it unlock hunts? 50, I guess, huh? Okay. Alright, oh, actually, let's see. How many seals for the next level promotion? Probably 6,000. Yep, okay. Buy weapons. Armor. Material, which mean items boost seeds. Yeah, it's the armor for transmogging. Yeah, I never really understood what, no, I don't want to join a free company, dude. Never really understood what the purpose of these actually is. No. Yes. You gotta be, for example, you gotta be Surgeon First Class for this one. Which I don't actually... What are we... Surgeon, okay, yeah. So we need to be First Class to unlock that. So, you know, being a certain grade is necessary for some stuff, but it's honestly minor. Alright, let's end the stream by teleporting back to little Alamigo. And then switching to what is our main class. Formally, while it lasts. Which is the Summoner. And at this point, until either the Summoner level gets much farther ahead than the main story quest, or we get the main story quest level 30-ish or so, we're gonna stick with Summoner for everything, except for, like, running dungeons that I might do on the side, but I really want to explore Summoner a little bit more. I'm already summoned for a bungle, so don't forget. Alright, yeah, Joanna's gonna wave to you. She learned a lot today. She got a lot of stuff done today. Next time, which might not be for a couple of weeks, because of the new games coming out. But next time, we're gonna pick it back up and, yeah, have some fun with the, main story quest. So, thank you for watching. You can find me at twitch.tv/gameswithnick or youtube.com/gameswithnick. Check the channels out. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.